We begin in Japan, where at least 13 people have died after Tuesday's powerful earthquake on the southwest island of Kyushu. Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi says it's a race against time, with many people still waiting to be rescued. The quake has caused severe damage, including a shopping center where people remain trapped. And we are showing you live images of the Aeon Mall, where so far officials say that 8 people have been rescued. The magnitude 6.8 earthquake struck on Tuesday afternoon, damaging buildings, cutting power and disrupting transport across the region. More strong aftershocks are expected in the coming days. Our correspondent Jake Kwan has been following Takaichi's press conference and sent this update.
She said that now the latest death toll is 13 people. Now, it is unclear how many of these people are coming from the collapsed shopping mall. This is where the rescue effort has been concentrated over the night. And this morning, we have heard from the fire authority that they have brought 8 people. They found 8 people inside this partially collapsed building. 3 of them had been declared dead, and 5 others were light to moderately injured. Now, this is the place where we have heard from eyewitnesses saying that shortly after the tremor yesterday afternoon, that there was an explosion and fire, and the second floor of this mall had collapsed. Now, I think it is worth mentioning, worth emphasizing that this earthquake had struck at 4:27 p.m. And this is usually when a lot of people are still at work or shopping. Many families would be out shopping for groceries so they can make their dinners. And we've seen extraordinary videos of the retail store Costco where shoppers were screaming as the boxes of food was falling from the shelves and the stacks were being knocked over. Now, Ms. Sanae Takaichi had said that she had mobilized 3,600 members of the self-defense force to help with the rescue effort as well as the recovery. She said the government is also aware of many roads and bridge damages as well as power cuts, fires, and then they also had gotten the report of derailing and upturning of the railroad train as well, and they're still sort of assessing the full extent of the damage at this point.
To get a sense of how things transpired on the ground, we can speak with Chantal Moha. She's a tourist from the United States who was on holiday in Kumamoto when the quake happened. Chantal joins me from Fukuoka. Chantal, talk us through what happened when the quake hit. Where were you?
We were on the way back to Fukuoka on a tour bus when all the phones and the bus systems went off. And when you look, it said that there was an earthquake happening, and there was just a lot of rocking and confusion.
Yeah, it must have been quite a frightening experience. Tell us what happened next.
So we just kept heading back. It was about a 2.5-hour ride, but we kept having to turn around. So first there was a down power line. This poor lady was trying to lift it with a broom. Our bus driver got out and was directing traffic. They were very nice, very helpful. We ended up having to turn around, go back. We went through a neighborhood, we had to turn around there. That's where there was a lot of collapsed homes and smushed cars and fissures in the road, so we couldn't go that way. So we continued circling until we finally got on the evacuation route, and that took us about 9 hours to get back.
Yeah, it sounds like quite a distressing experience. Who are you traveling with? Were there with quite a few people on this bus?
Yeah, the bus was full, and then my family.
Okay, and what's happened to you now since then? What have you been doing?
Since then, we got back safely. They did a great job of taking care of us. They were really concerned about water because there was no power, so we couldn't even go to the vending machines to get water along the roads. So they just did everything they could to make us comfortable, and they got us back safely. Everything in Fukuoka was running. Hakata Station was running. So we're here, and we're just happy to be here.
Yeah, earthquakes are quite common in Japan. Talk to us a bit more how you saw people sort of respond to them.
Yeah, everybody was, as we drove by housing, just everybody was standing outside, I think, just trying to be safe. My cousin said there was some people that were outside throwing up. But basically, people were calm, but very scared, just standing outside, had their pets tied up outside.
Chantal, well, thanks very much for talking to me about this. Do stay safe over there. Chantal Moha, a tourist from the United States who was on holiday in Kumamoto.